this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he stopped immediately there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Pollard. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Disley. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before it's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That catch good for only a couple. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
JPP was a Pro Bowler for the third time in his career last year as the Bucs won the Super Bowl title. Ended up finishing 2020 with 89 career sacks. So he has a chance with a really good season to get to 100.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson got some room at the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A gain of 3, second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carter on the toss right. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Browns! Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Did LT come in here, yell, and leave?
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. So the final seconds have tipped away in this Minnesota victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
28-25. He scored. And he left me with 13 seconds. And I got the onside, of course. No, I lost my first game. No, I can't remember what team I played.